Welcome back to session. Might be a bit shorter today, but we have our Core 3 cast. The other members of our Core cast, unfortunately, can't be with us today.
Shame.
It really is. The sessions are always so much better when Point and Trim are here.
Mm-hmm.
They just give it that non-emotional side of roboticness.
A straight 20-minute conversation with a robot about emotions.
And she shut down. Okay, I guess the conversation.
Is that considered a breakdown?
I don't know.
This was her emotional
Point
anxiety.
goes on an insanity arc.
That's her emotional anxiety
Okay.
kicking in.
So, Alan, any announcements for us?
Nope.
Nothing at all.
Nope.
I'm beginning to make a cane for Ravak. That's it.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Where's my coin?
We'll post it on Facebook when it's done.
Yes, we should just like start taking pictures of all of our
Where is your coin?
stuff.
It's all the way over here.
I didn't even have time at work to prepare some.
End. Well, I guess you're all dead today.
Right, so everybody ready?
Yes.
As ready as I'll ever be, I think.
Yes.
Alright. We open with all of you waking up in your rooms at the Forged Haven. Date is currently Sinfrul, the 16th of Cylon. Basically Saturday. So what do you all do with your day?
I will make my experimental elixir. Ooh, it's a 4, whatever that is. Boldness.
We'll go and collect my phone because I just realized I don't have my spells. That would be kind of helpful.
The spells are very important for you. Right, so Pipe and Trick, you're both in the same room together.
Yes.
Oh, what are we doing?
I'm going to tell something else slightly more interesting at first. I'm going to be working on my
Okay.
gauntlet.
You keep working on your gauntlet. Roll intelligence for me.
I don't have any.
Natural 7. Told you.
Plus.
How many times do you want me? Oh,
Just
yeah.
once.
Well, I didn't have to roll then. Yeah, I'm going to keep that.
Oh my god.
10, 11?
Cheating.
You're proficient in intelligence, so that'd be plus 8, so 15.
Wait, what?
You're proficient in straight intelligence.
I'm looking in like insight and I'm like, I don't see intelligence. I'm like, okay, 8 plus. I got a higher.
15.
Okay, 15.
You're making some good progress. If you can get some more spare sheets of metal, you can start adding the plates to your frame.
Okay.
And Pipe, what experimental elixir did you get today?
Boldness.
Boldness.
Yep.
Right. So, Pipe, you've learned about as much as you can in a short period of time about Orichalcum forging. You've been working on your stuff. Revak, you can go back to the guild for information on your
Yes, that is where I shall head.
auction, I guess is the best way to
Fiddled
put
the
it.
hat so that I can figure out how to best use it with my armor. So I'm just going to leave my armor on for probably indefinitely now because now I can look like whatever. Doesn't matter.
Just in your armor with your hat of disguise. Got it.
And I look like
you just
I'm
go
not
by
wearing
yourself, or are you grabbing your friends to go with you?
I'm heading to the guild hall if anyone wants to come.
armor. What's the guild hall?
I'm good.
Well, I guess I'm going alone.
I'll go with you.
Right.
There we go.
Somebody's got to keep an eye on.
Okay. You leave the Forged Haven and you enter the city.
Twitch isn't, but YouTube is. So
That's
So
weird.
sorry, any Twitch viewers out there, you're not gonna get this today.
Or ever.
Or ever.
Why is this so wet?
this is why we have gold.
Fairly sunny today. People in bright spirits going about their business.
Plenty of people to steal from. 17 steal from somebody. Plus 12.
29.
29.
You always do this, and I always have to.
I gotta find metal parts for my.
At this point, I should just be used to you just casually stealing from people.
I always have the Dungeon Master's Guide open to treasures whenever I'm DMing.
For me.
Because when he steals something and then everybody else is like, ooh,
I
I
wanna
want to
do
steal that. It's like, you are a freaking Loxodon. It's a little hard to sneak up to something.
Roll with disadvantage because you're fat.
Ouch.
So
Sizest.
Sizest.
you go a little bit out of your way to walk real close to some old hunched over person. You slip your hand into their pocket and you grab a thin piece of paper. And when you rendezvous back with Revak and you're just looking at it as you're walking, it's a tarot card, the Hermit.
What is the hermit?
It's just like it's kind of like basically grabbing the Joker out of someone's pocket.
So it's useless to me, basically.
Yeah.
I was hoping he would have stolen the Void card.
Oh yes, you just happen to find the one person with a deck of many things, and you pulled the worst card possible.
That would be hilarious.
Well, you better get a backup character because we ain't finding you. I'll never have access to Wish. Right.
After a few minutes, you get to the guild hall. There's someone else manning the stands, and they don't seem to recognize you.
Ah, yes. I should have wrote down the names.
Hello, can I help you?
Yes, I brought in some spell scrolls, some altered spell scrolls last evening, and the receptionist said he would go and speak with some people that he thought might be interested in purchasing them, and I was wondering if there's any word on that.
Oh, yes. We have a buyer. We have... Let me see, one moment. Let me find the paperwork. Sylvie, man the desk for me, would you? You can go ahead and sit down, sir.
So take a seat.
He just seems to be rummaging under the desk and looking around before a couple minutes later he comes up with a piece of paper. Ah, yes. Quick gear. He was wanting to buy your altered spells for conjure elementals. He's offering you 450 gold for both of them.
There. It's a deal.
Right. Just sign here.
I'll sign it.
Right, now if you wait a little bit, we can, if you'd like to put a place where we can bring your payment in a day or two.
Yes. I'll give him the address and room of the inn.
Right, thank you so much. Is there anything else we can do for you today?
Any word on the altered
Teleportation.
circle?
Not much use for that in most of the research around here. Finding a buyer is a little tricky for that, and we're still waiting on our first contact.
Okay, thank you. That is all.
No problem at all. Hope you have a good day, sir.
You as well. Well, with that I shall leave the guild hall.
Out of curiosity, how are you both dressed? He's in his full armor.
But I look like I'm not in my full armor because
Just my usual get-up.
Okay.
Still chain shirts with the sailor scarf over it.
Okay.
I'm walking around with my shield. But it doesn't look like it's out.
So you're carrying a shield, but it doesn't look like you're carrying a shield.
Yes.
Okay, I can wrap my mind around that one.
Slightly.
This is an illusion.
Pipe,
So
what are you working on?
I'm going to use the right tool for the job.
Okay.
To create a jeweler setup so I can start working on those rings to try and infuse it with pyrotechnics.
Did you end up with extra material?
Huh? The Oralcum?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have Oralcum.
Okay.
I have 7/8 of an Oralcum ingot.
Still.
So, how many rings are you making?
Just one ring,
Just run.
but it's like you said before, it's for testing.
Testing purposes.
Yes, testing purposes, going through, inscribing them.
Okay, you're gonna be spending all day on that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I will take off that spell slot.
Okay.
It's an 8-hour work day. Just working on little details.
So where are you guys headed?
Anywhere you want to go, Trick?
I'm not very familiar with this place, or at least it's been a while since we've been here. So, I mean, I do want to find more medals for this gauntlet I've been working on, but I don't know where I would go for that. Maybe just ask somebody.
Might as well.
Hello, random citizen.
You walk to a taller man who's just pushing a cart full of bloodied furs and skins. Seems to be coming back from a hunting trip. Like, yeah. What can I help you with?
Yeah, I'm trying to find like a smithing shop or somewhere I can purchase metals.
Your best bet would be Northern End or the Guild. Excuse me.
Thank you.
Well, let's go to the northern end.
Okay.
I'm not fond of walking out of a building and then walking directly back into it.
But we could change our. I can give you. Never mind. I was gonna say I can give you the masquerade tattoo and you can disguise yourself. We can walk in as different people.
That would be funny. But
We walk in as each other.
no, that doesn't quite work. You'd have a very tall illusion that people could just swipe their hands.
No, because I just grow my arms.
Oh,
to
that's
size.
true, that's true. I would have the problem.
No, you would just have a very small illusion.
Or I'd just make myself look like
The
you in
illusion
tall
can
armor.
only be
True.
1 foot shorter.
Yeah.
Well, he could make me.
Yeah, like he was in tall armor.
Problem solved.
Then we're making the DM do all sorts of study.
We're figuring things out real quick. Okay.
I'll just get ready to roll for initiative.
That's what I've been thinking. It's like, okay, when's the rune night showing up? When's it coming?
He
He
falls
shows
from
up
the
in your
sky.
room. It's like, so where are you going?
Alan, he
What are
wouldn't-
you wearing?
He wouldn't be looking through books if it's the room night. He has that one printed out.
Oh, good point. I think he was
Shush,
looking
no
at the
No.
chase sequence.
Okay.
Ah.
So,
The music changes.
after a good hour of searching around, you do come up to a promising place, the Prospector's Hoard.
your day goes as follows.
This does sound familiar. Yahtzee. Did I say familiar? Not familiar. Sounds
Promising.
promising. Yes.
The Prospector's Hoard, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds prospecting.
Great.
Place for all your prospects.
Should we go inside or should we scope the area out?
We should go inside.
Gonna pull a heist again.
And you have plenty of money, so you
I'm wanted in all the cities.
don't you dare.
Under 12
steal
different
it.
names.
You enter the store, small bell dings. And there's not a lot actually on display, just a couple small glass cases ringing the room with large chunks of minerals all around. They don't seem to open. And a desk with a door leading to a back room. Young woman looks up to you. Yes, welcome to the Prospector's Hoard. Hoard of all your prospects. How can we help you?
Yes, I am looking for material to improve a gauntlet that I am working on.
Right.
I'm
How
going to-
flexible do you want this to be? Very rigid, flexible, easy to pierce?
It needs to be armor, basically.
Ah, yes. You're thinking lighter or heavier?
I can do medium armor. No, I can do any armor as an armor. It just needs to not be clanky.
No, the metal you want to work with. Do you want it lighter, heavier?
Can you do it light but very sturdy and durable?
Right. And what is your price range?
That depends on what other people say it is worth.
Price range? How far can you go? What's your budget?
I don't know how much I need, so I'm not sure.
Right. 500 good for you?
Less.
300.
We'll start there.
Right. 300. Let me see. Back here. One moment, please. About 15 minutes later, she comes back holding a small chunk. What about this? It's a bit more on the rarer side. Electrum steel alloy.
Electrum steel.
Tiny bit stronger, little bit lighter. About 100 pound. 100 per pound.
How many pounds of this am I gonna need for this?
You don't know.
This isn't very helpful.
I'm pretty sure you can cover a gauntlet with just a pound of steel.
1 pound.
You do have very small hands.
Your hands are
So I only need 1 pound.
Saphandria size.
In theory.
In theory. You can find out from actually forging it out.
Because I've got smith's tools. For
Just
50
matters on
feet.
how thick you make the plates and how many of those you need.
Can I pull out some or alchemy? Like, how much is this worth?
You have a whole ingot with you?
What do you get? Roll initiative. She's very greedy.
She draws a knife and shadow ninjas drop from the ceiling, stealing it from you. No. May I see it?
Ravak would
Sure.
have too much fun with that.
She takes some close look and starts to scrape at it a bit with a file. What'd you say this was?
Or alchemy.
One moment. She puts on a scale, reads it out a bit. Okay. This could be worth around 4,000 gold per pound.
Per pound? How many pounds is in that thing?
Oh, that was my mistake. 4,000 for the ingot.
4,000 for the ingot. So 4,000 times 11
44,000.
plus however much left over do you have?
7
Nope.
eighths. Yes, you only have 11.
Okay. I don't have
Yes, but that's if they can afford to. The likelihood of them having that sitting around.
that. True.
Now, are you willing to sell this to me for 1,500 and a discount?
What kind of discount?
Made to order armor set?
Made to order armor set? I kind of have the best armor I can get right now. Unless-
Leather? You have leather armor?
No, you can get way better.
You could
armor,
get way
and
better.
then enchanted.
What armor can I get better than?
Leather armor? Everything.
Studded leather,
It is the-
half
that
is
plates,
studded leather.
chainmail.
That is the base armor.
Yeah,
Well, half
studded
plate
leather. So there's leather, then there's studded leather, and then there's everything else.
And
But
there's
I get-
hide.
Well,
already
hide
have
is
a
worse.
plus
Hide
two.
is worse.
Hide is worse.
I already have a +2 because of my dexterity to stud leather. So it was equivalent to
Plus
having.
2. Yeah, you have a 16 on armor class. Yeah, it's just equivalent of having a chain shirt. But you could get plate mail.
You could get
if
a half
you're
plate
proficient in
for 17 armor class. You could get a breastplate for 16. That wouldn't help. You could get a plate mail for a total of 18.
But it's got disadvantage on stuff.
Yeah, but if you do your infiltrator, you would just have regular.
Right.
Yeah, you're looking at maxing out at 16 or having disadvantage on it and having way better armor class.
Are you even proficient in heavy armor, though?
The infiltrator is proficient in... Not infiltrator. The armor is proficient in all armor.
Doesn't matter.
So you're looking at plate mail for 1,500 gold pieces. Pretty much free. 18 armor class. As long as you stick with infiltrator, you would just have regular. And then just get a boots of Elvenkind or something like that too. Oh wait, never mind, that's not how disadvantage and advantage works. No matter what, it is negated. You would never be able to get advantage on stuff.
Yeah, that's my problem. I want to be able to have advantage on stealth permanently.
Well then, you're maxing out at 16 armor. That's disadvantage.
Any
So
heavy
I'm saying,
armor.
16 is your highest amount unless you want disadvantage.
Gotcha.
The perk, is you could have it made out of weight. Actually, there's a way. Maybe. 1 second. Let me double check something.
I have it made out of or alchemy. What would the armor class be at that point?
Do the same.
It would be the same. It would just have other abilities like fire resistant, cold resistant.
Like adamantine armor doesn't add to your
AC.
doesn't add to your AC, but it does make you immune to critical hits.
What does mithril armor do again?
It's
It just
lighter.
removes the weight, the strength limit, and it makes any armor stealthable in.
See? Plausible.
Mithril armor?
I'd have to.
It's in the Dungeon Master's Guide.
Is it?
Yeah.
And so we take a break from our normal programming to bring you Research Study Hour.
Yeah, sorry guys.
I mean, what we could technically do is I could say, let me get back to you on that. And then we just continue on with the adventure for the day, figure it all out, and I can come back to the store next session.
That'd probably be wise, the most wise.
1,500 gold
I found
and a
it.
made to armor and a made to order armor
Yeah.
set.
Mithril is light, flexible metal. A mithril chain shirt or breastplate can be worn under normal clothes if the armor normally imposes disadvantages on dexterity stealth checks. Or has a strength requirement. The mithril version of the armor doesn't.
Yeah. A mithril
So,
breastplate.
can you make mithril breastplate? I mean, that's probably ludicrously cost-wise.
You could do a full plate, but you have
So
Mithril.
breastplate is 400, but you don't need a breastplate. You would need half plate, and that would only up you by 1.
I would go full plate.
Yeah, you'd want mithril
Mithril
full
plate.
plate.
Could you do a mithril plate armor?
She looks at you, she kind of cringes a little bit. I can do full chain or a breastplate.
Chain
You
would
can't
be
do
the
full
same.
plate?
Full plate, we don't have a lot of mithril.
You don't have a lot. How much does it cost to order mithril?
Half plate would up you by 1.
Mithril isn't as expensive as Aura Halcom, but it's pretty
Rare.
close to that range.
Could they do a mithril or alchem blend for plate?
Yeah.
They need enough of both materials to work.
You'd probably.
So, Well, I've got about 11 that size. Is it possible to make a mithril or alchemy mixed plate?
Seems like it would be a very wrong alloy.
Right.
Considering you provide the materials, I'm willing to experiment with that. So I'd give you 1,500 for this ingot here, and run that experiment for you for... That would about even out.
That would even out. What are the odds we're going to be here long enough for them to finish the experiment?
Yep. So if you provide her with enough materials, she can attempt it. And she'll pay you 1,500 gold for the entirety of the job. So you give her all your orichalcum, she'd work with it, and whatever came out of it, you'd get.
Whatever came out of it. How much does it cost for mithril to order it in?
You don't know.
I'm asking her.
Okay, 1 second. Research.
Why not just give her another ingot and have her use that to fund the whole project?
There definitely wouldn't be enough for you to grow and shrink in this armor.
Well, it doesn't matter. If she makes the full plate, I should still be able to do the grow and shrink because it does my specifications.
Not in the armor.
I could make the armor with just get the material from her and make the armor
That's not quite.
because I've got smithing.
Nice.
Good, it would just take a long time.
Okay.
It'll take a long time either way.
Right.
You can have the mithril in maybe in our next shipment in 4 days.
Sounds pretty worth it to me.
How much would it cost me to get for that mithril? If I wanted a full plate.
Enough to make a full plate of armor would be around 1,000 gold.
With mithril?
Just pure mithril.
A
And
regular breastplate is regular plate armor is 1,500
Just so you know.
for iron.
So
For like steel
so
breast
it'd be
plate.
1,000 plus that.
My head hurts.
Yeah. Sorry.
2,500
2,500.
for a full plate mail of mithril.
So if I gave her that full ingot, she could make it.
If she could find a seller. She's already asking for all your orichalcum you got for this little experiment.
No, he's just saying
if
for
I were just making
just mithril.
So if I gave her the one ingot,
So you want to back out of the experiment thing and just get mithril armor. Do you have 2 ingots?
Should do it.
It's not like you're gonna use them. We'd have to find a very strong acid for us to use them.
yes.
None of you guys know that.
Nope.
Pipe
hasn't said
hold on.
nothing about it.
The only person that knows how to use orichalcum is Mr. Pipe.
Or at least how to forge with it.
It's not a common material.
Neither is mithril.
Can I come back to you on that? I want to see if I can just get the rest of his ingot here. Like, there might be a little bit missing of the other ingot.
So you're asking if you can just come, you just leave, you're just leaving?
I'm asking if I can. I'm saying there might be some missing of one of the other ingot, but can I give you this ingot and a partial ingot?
2 full ingots, at least.
At least. 2 full ingots.
You handing her 2 full ingots?
Yeah.
Right. She takes them. She has a sparkle in her eye. She's very happy about this deal.
I need that suit as soon as possible.
As soon as possible. Why don't you give me your address and I can send a runner to tell you how soon we can get it in about a day or so.
Okay. So I give her the address to the shop.
Thank you, sir. Do come again.
Yes, give us all of your welcome.
And could I get some of that, whatever that was, for
Still-
my gauntlet? Still need the plates.
Right. Here you go.
Hey, how much was that? Not cost-wise, how much in pounds?
You have a pound of the stuff. That's what you paid for.
With my... Is that included in my bargain thing?
Sure. You have 1,500 gold pieces now.
Oh yeah. He made out like a bandit,
Yes.
literally.
Especially since it's all stolen goods.
Just because you didn't have...
I'm also not wanted anywhere.
Oh,
Neither
if I
is
can
my-
get more of those for you, could we make an arrangement? Because I don't think you could afford all of them right now, and I don't want to have that much money on me.
Yes, you can come back later. We can discuss business.
Okay, deal.
Deal. Right, and you leave the store?
Yep.
Right.
On high alert because
Now what do you guys want to do with your day?
I think just head back to the inn.
yeah, I've got my medal. I need to find somewhere I can turn it into plate though.
Ah. Yeah. You need to find a place you can work with that.
Unless you want to cast
Bonfire.
bonfire for like
Middle of the street.
Again?
No.
just pull out my smithing tools.
Right tool for the job. I create a press.
I create a blacksmithing forge. What? It's the right tool for the job. I don't know what you're talking.
It's like a medieval kind, you know, pulley system to lift a giant weight, drop it down.
Okay, you head back to the Forge's Haven,
Yes.
and you just spend the rest of your days doing nothing.
No.
I'm just working on my rain.
See,
Okay.
do I even have
I'm gonna-
materials? I have a glass shard.
I got no materials for anything.
I want to go work on that plate for the gauntlets.
Roll investigation. You do find a shop that's willing to let you borrow their forge. They're charging you 2 golds an hour.
2 gold an hour.
Hefty price, but you're rich.
Right.
I'm gonna go look for a gem shop. I just realized I actually have a lot of stuff I need to buy.
I was gonna say, you can do a lot.
Especially with the 300 gold.
350.
No, because I had to spend some of it.
Oh yeah, you learned your frost fingers.
Yeah.
Okay. How long does it typically take to make the plate though?
You'll have to cut out measurements, size everything up. I'd say about 3 good days of work.
3 full days?
3 8-hour work
3
days.
8-hour work days. So
No, you're not working 72 hours around the clock working on this thing.
They come in, hey, are you? My eyes are like just bloodshot. Like, what?
You had 3 levels of exhaustion.
So, 8,
Goes to
24,
error, half speed.
48 gold, basically.
Cost you 48 gold to work it all.
Okay.
That's not bad. For you. It would be a total
Right now.
rip-off for a normal person, but...
So, I'm gonna pay for the rest of today.
Yep. Part of your workday is paying for your meals and such.
Okay.
It's all covered.
Okay.
And you're looking for a gem shop.
Yes. Need to collect a pearl. How much does the pearl need to be worth?
100.
100, yes. I need to find a pricey pearl.
A pretty pricey pearl.
That way 2 of us can have it.
And the good thing about that is you don't have to have it prepared.
No, I just need to have a pearl.
I've
on
been
my
so
person.
tempted to do the ritual caster feat so that I could just have a bunch of level 1.
Alright.
As I part ways
You
from
search around, you find farther away from the main marketplaces of town, you find an unnamed gem shop.
Perfect.
as I part ways from him, I'm just like, let me know if come find me if anything interesting happens.
Will do. Not likely.
Or if nothing interesting happens, you know I've done something.
Yes, if anything interesting happens, I'll come break you out of prison.
Oh, appreciate it. I mean, I could probably pay my way out right
So
now.
you enter this. It's a very small shop. Well, small, about actually the size of this room. Desk, tall shelf in the back with all kinds of boxes locked to the key. All right, dearie. What can Auntie get for you today?
I need a,
Old woman answers you from behind the desk.
I need a pearl. A fairly large pearl. For magic.
Ah, yes, a simple sea pearl ought to do you for. She pulls a key and opens the box from the bottom row. Here you go, darling. That'll be 150.
Fair enough. I'll, hand her that. And then, do you have any more common gemstones that I can purchase off you as well?
Anything specific you're looking for, dearie?
I don't know, somewhere in like the 50 gold pieces range.
And how many were you thinking of?
I only need 10, but if I'm gonna play around with it, I might as well play around with it with something with some oomph.
With some oomph.
What the heck? Well, 2 of them.
Okay. Let me see what Auntie's got for you.
Actually, if you could do more 60 gold piece, 2 of those actually be better. They're not in the Dungeon Master's Guide, by the way.
Russell! Dare you?
Well, that's the funny thing about the way they do it in Dungeon Master's Guide. They like have specific rocks, and it's like you do realize you just like add another ounce to that, and it all of a sudden gets more expensive, right?
Let me see. I have a very large chunk of tiger's eye that I can get to you a little later, and I have this bit of citrine. About flat, palm-sized piece of citrine, transparent with a pale yellow-brownish look.
I should have brought down my gem collection. You could actually see these rocks.
You know what?
You actually have a good portion of it?
Huh?
You have a gem collection?
Yeah.
Okay, that's for a later discussion.
I've got citron. I've got a lot of tiger's eye.
You know what? Don't worry about the tiger's eye. I'll just do the citrine and the pearl.
Right, dearie. That'll run you 210.
210. Yes.
You are now broke.
Huh? Well, until I get my money from the sale.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's why I was like, oh, might as well just grab whatever. Okay, 2, 10 because I'm lazy. 3, 7. Okay. That leaves me with 127. Yes, I give her the money.
She counts it out and she gives you a toothy smile. Thank you, dearie. Don't forget to tell your friends about Auntie's shop.
Will do. I have a friend that may be wanting to stop by.
Who, me?
Yes.
Yes,
Well,
you.
I've got
You do have plenty of gems.
He's got, what, like 20 gems?
6 gems that are 50 gold pieces each, 2 gems that are 100 gold pieces each, and a few gems that are 10 gold pieces each.
You have 12 elemental gemstones already.
This was the breakdown of those.
Yeah.
So, when I get the gauntlets closer to finished, I'm going to need more gems, because I'm going to want all 100 gold piece gems.
Expensive.
Especially as aunties. I need 100 gold piece gem. Okay, here's one for 150.
Making money somehow.
She's a fancy hoe. Didn't you pay 120 for yours?
I think it was like 109.
So
It had to be that dumb number that I had to do math with.
Maybe I'll take like one.
Okay.
A
So
multi-class
you got
points
your
to the wizard so I can
gemstones.
distort value, and then
Oh,
sell
no.
my 50 gold piece gems for 100.
Oh, don't even. You did
Oh,
the same
no.
thing.
2
So
levels
my
into
100
wizard, give you
gold piece
conjuration
gems.
wizard.
Conjuration wizards are crazy.
I
You
need
can conjure your own wyvern poison.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
So you're working on the gauntlet plates. What are you doing now?
I'm going to
Be lonely?
reread over my spells that I made and make sure that I
Okay.
know how they work. Even though I'm the one that made them.
I'm gonna pull munchkins to look for trouble.
Right. Time passes and your guys' day comes to a close.
Yes.
Does it though?
Does it really?
One day.
Did they say how much it costs per night?
You've gotten most of your measurements figured out and you started to get ready to actually work with material. You've just been reading over your spells.
Yes.
So you've got a
Did
whole
I really
list to
need
do
the
that?
shop to get my measurements figured out?
Yes, because you need to melt it.
Not for measurements.
How much are you gonna cut it?
For measurements?
Oh, yes, measuring your hand.
I'm sitting here in the shop and they're
You got-
charging me 2 gold to sit there.
You took your measurements, you melted the material into a plate, and you started marking out where you'd start cutting to start messing around
I see
with
where
it.
the shop
You've made some pretty decent progress with your rings. Roll a straight d20 roll for me.
Yeah, 2-1.
You know what?
Oh, good,
It's
you're not
been a
wearing that
while.
shit.
I gotta check.
Which ones are good to you?
Okay. They're all pretty average.
What?
That's what you get for calling it average. That was a really good roll.
He was offended.
I can see that.
Let me know not to insult your dice.
Well, you're going in here. What would have happened with you?
Not much better.
You know what? We better not have combat today. This is not good.
Yeah, 2-1.
I'm gonna laugh a note in the 20.
7.
Wow. Wow.
My dice like me.
You did it to yourself.
I like this new dice.
Wow.
This is a new good one.
Right. You'll wake up the next morning.
I have taken that time.
Pipe is back to work. Are you heading off to work?
I'm going to head off to work, but I've taken the time during my sleep to unattune from the masquerade tattoo. Well, I already unattuned from the masquerade tattoo to attune to the hat of disguise. So I'm unattuning from the coiling grasp tattoo to attune to I guess. Well.
This is why I don't have very many attunements. So I don't have to worry about this.
Attuned to armor of magical strength.
Okay. What happens to the magical tattoos when you unattune from them?
They
What if
become
I
the
just-
needles
Yeah,
again,
they become the needles.
so you can reattune to them later,
Okay, so
or you
now I
can
have
give
a
them to
needle.
someone else. So I've got 2 needles.
Right.
Should share the love.
Work, back to work. Revak, what are
Do
you
you
doing
want
with your
one?
day?
I'm going to play around with conjuring the method.
Do you want to be able to change neon colors? This is my mood ring. I am feeling blue today.
Okay.
Dang it. Let's see. Yes, I'm going to attempt to conjure.
A method.
Yeah. Well, not attempt to conjure a method. I will succeed on conjuring a method. The question is, will I succeed on binding the method?
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to add a saving throw to this. Need to edit that. That's what I need to do.
Right. So, what method do you summon?
Good question.
Or do you just let fate decide?
No,
Roll
that's not.
D6.
That's not how the spell works.
I'm the DM and I said so. The D1 has spoken.
The fourth one, which I think is mud.
Yeah, really.
On the nose. Okay, quiz time. What's the 6th one?
The sixth one will be ice, I'm pretty sure.
Close, but now steam.
Dang it, it was steam.
It's
Ice
in
is the
alphabetical
second one.
order, isn't it?
Ice is the second.
Well, at least how they're labeled.
Well,
Would be the
I
most
knew it was on the
useful
right
form.
side of the page.
Wrong
So
page you're thinking
I was like,
of.
wrong page.
So, what method do you conjure in your bedroom today? What little piece of elemental mischief is going to hackle you?
They are obedient to me. So, they succeed on their saving throw against being bound. A question about that. Do you guys think it should be a wisdom or charisma saving throw?
We already talked about that.
Did we?
Yeah, I think we decided a charisma.
Because isn't that what's used for banishment?
Yeah, so it's for
Okay.
banishment.
What's used for bind planar ally or something like that?
Planar out, planar.
By not being or
Do I?
Planar binding.
What do I need to have to bind those?
Yep, it's a charisma saving throw for that too.
the spell
Just
and
the
the
spell.
gem? Yeah.
Okay, and the gem.
Is it charisma? Yeah.
We'll go with charisma for that.
I am gonna take some time during the day to try doing that too.
Do you know that will cut into quite a bit into your
Time.
How long? Well, if I'm only doing 8 hours of work on my,
That's true. You do. You will have enough.
and I have a 24-hour day, and we need 8 hours of sleep. I've got 16 hours. I've got half a day basically. Then.
Yeah. Okay. So now that I have that figured out, I will do a. What is the most useful method? I don't even have it.
I don't know
Now
what
I
you're
roll
gonna
a
do.
natural 20.
I don't have a. I don't have like a. Big,
If you're
like,
going for damage, I do magma.
He doesn't have fire. I would go with smoke. It's good for blinding. Gives you advantage on attack
I already
rolls.
have a frost method. Not that it obeys me.
Yeah, that was my problem too.
I will do a. Dang it.
Steam, dust method. That's good for blinding.
I'll just, we'll keep it simple. We'll go with the mud method. They're kind of like the dumbest one, but for the spell to work, you have to find basically the elements that they come from. So, finding a puddle of mud isn't hard. So it's not in my room that I summon it. It is in the street, Wherever I can find
just
mud.
reach outside and grab some dirt, throw it in a glass, and mix it up.
I'm Mr. Pipe today. Mud method.
You can pour a bit of water from your water skin and you make a small puddle of mud. You cast your spell as the mud begins to rise into a small, hooked-nosed, tall-eared, winged, muddy figure.
Perfect. I'm trying to figure out what's it. Okay, so it does take 1 minute to cast. That
So as
one.
it just slowly looks around at its surroundings and up to you, gives you a really slow blink.
Yes. Obeys me for 1 hour or until I attack. You know, the normal elemental binding, summoning spells. Now I will begin my spell to try and bind the method,
Right.
which will take 10 minutes.
You sit there, as you sit there, the mud method, once it gets over its original summoning, kind of is always trying to be into your field of view. It's always like tugging at your clothes, squeaking in its little language, incessantly begging for your attention.
Oh, don't worry, you have my full attention.
Alright, 10 minutes go by. What's the number to beat?
16. Please tell me it's failed.
Please tell me Please tell me it succeeded.
Finally, you kind of just grab your method gently as it seems to get excited at you as you bring it over into your field and you tap the gemstone onto it. As it gives a little cry of surprise as it magically sucks itself into the gemstone. Seems to get a dull kind of glow to itself for a moment before calming down, and you have successfully bound the elemental to the gem.
Perfect. It has no inscription, so it shouldn't do anything. Now I just need to figure out what the heck I want it to do.
Good job. You have a mud method
Yeah, I know.
in a yellow stone.
Yeah, it's kind of gross.
It seriously looks like hardened peat on snow.
Okay, so what's the current trigger for it to release its breath?
Nothing. I haven't inscribed it.
It's part of the elemental binding spell.
And no,
Russell separated them.
I separated them.
And you didn't add it to the dock.
Yes, sorry.
Okay.
I need
Your
to copy and
spell,
paste that
that's
one
fine.
over.
Right.
Yes, because I realized that making them all, or maybe I should make them into rituals. Should they be rituals?
I think at least inscribe should be a ritual.
Inscribe is a ritual. That one is.
So, innate spellcasting.
Maybe I should make bind method a ritual.
Yep, that would make most sense too.
So
We can discuss more about this later.
I'll use that one as a ritual, and then we'll do conjure method as a normal spell, and then yes, so I will work on coming up with an inscription to trigger that. I also need to write down my. Oh, you know what? Instead of using that spell slot, I'll use my spell scroll of conjure method. I forgot I had that. That's what I'll do. Perfect.
Fairly calm today, a bit cloudier than yesterday. Not much different. Okay, so you just spend the rest of your day thinking about what to do with this thing?
Yes, basically. I need to figure out.
Right. So another day passes by for all of you.
I want to try.
Do I need to make another roll?
If you want to,
I really don't want to.
go ahead and make the roll.
Dang it. Okay. What is this?
Straight intelligence.
Straight intelligence. Yep. That will be a 15.
Making very good progress.
Good.
You'd estimate another 3 days of work and you'll have something.
Do it again.
Right.
I will just keep my second level spell slots.
You've got all your plates. After a long, hard days of work, you got your plates formed, ready to be fitted. All you have now is just to attach them. That's what you've been spending all of tomorrow working on.
Okay. But I wanted to try the summon method. And
By the end of the day, a runner comes by and gives you your money.
Perfect. What was it again? 450, I think. So that puts me at 570. I'm rich again, guys.
Congratulations, you did a good job. Now, you'll go to sleep.
2 days. Under my bed. Yes.
Yes.
sure.
Sleep comes quite easily to you all, and you wake up the next morning. Good downtime session.
Is that the end of the session?
Anything specific you guys want to do for the next few days?
Just work on my
I'm
ring.
still waiting for that lady to get back with me on my estimated time.
Alright, so you're waiting on that. Anything specific you want to do in the next, say, 3-day period?
Keep binding methods to my
Yeah, I want to work on that too.
gems.
Okay, you now have your gauntlet fitted up with your plates rotating. You had you had enough to kind of coat around the containers you already had in place. There's a bit of kind of like scaffolding bits of work still on some parts, but for the most part it's completely covered. Even add a little bit to start covering your fingers if you so wished. Okay, after 3 days of work, roll one more roll for me.
Just one more? Okay.
Just one more.
Okay. I was like, 3 rolls, here we go! Ugh, not as great, but straight intelligence, we'll put it at a 13.
Not terrible. Not a 1.
Not a 1.
Okay.
Yes, I would like to attempt method
How many-
conjuring and capturing.
How many of those are you going to be doing?
How many days?
3.
I'm
Well,
gonna
you've got a
attempt
60 gold
yes,
piece.
I'm gonna attempt to fill my gem. What is the challenge rating on them again? Because
Quarter? Or is
My
money...
fits is half. So
Oh, they're half?
the quarter. Yeah.
so
The
I
XP
can
on the knock me off.
fill it with. We decided to do. What did we decide? A quarter was gonna be worth 10 or half.
I thought it was half.
I think half was worth 10. So I can do 6.
If you want to alter the coding on a gem, how,
Inscribe spell.
Yeah, you just use
so
the
you would
inscribe spell.
just use inscribe
Yeah.
spell.
Mhm.
So I want to be doing that.
Describe rights or alters. Commands already in place.
I'm going to be doing that on the ice gems that I have.
Okay, so how do you want them to trigger?
I don't know.
While you're thinking on that.
Because the trigger is literally, if this one thing happens, ice shoots out.
Right.
So it is a very specific thing, so I would not suggest opening and closing your hand, because that would be a lot of ice.
Yeah.
And every 6 seconds, it has a chance to reload.
So yes, if you would like to make 5 saving throws, and then if any of them fail, I will gladly fight them.
You just have your cannon out at them.
Right? You successfully have a spell for pyrotechnics. Spell
ring?
for pyrotechnics.
Nice. How many charges?
2.
So, about that roll before,
Yeah.
it was setting a chance for something special to happen, and it happened.
Sweet.
You're not sure how, but somehow, while you were inscribing this spell into the ring, you can cast pyrotechnics from it at will.
Nice. Good thing
You're not sure how.
It's not a damaging spell.
It
You're
is
not,
not.
you're not quite sure how it all works together. You have a decent understanding of it. You 50-50 if you can make it at will again. You have an at will pyrotechnics ring, and I hope you're happy about that.
I am really excited about that.
Right.
I won't be able to use it very often, but it'll be
So,
nice when I have it.
2, 3, 4, 5. Are they proficient with charisma? No, they are not. Number to beat, 16. You successfully bind another 4 mud elementals, mud methods to it.
So now I need to fight some.
You only needed to do 5. So you got 4. There's only 1.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Only 1 to fight. Oh, this should be easy.
Yeah. Roll initiative. Just an impromptu fight with your mud elemental enemy.
Oh, so did I.
What'd you get?
7.
What's your DC? What's your initiative
Initiative.
bonus?
3.
Oh yeah, you're going first.
Oh,
That's hilarious.
Yeah, the Matthew also rolled
By
7.
the initiative.
That's funny.
We both had rolled 7. I find that hilarious.
That is quite funny.
Remember, you are inside.
No.
So you're just out in the street. You touch it to it. Nothing happens. The mud starts to coalesce onto the
You're like-
gemstone as it removes itself, and it screams at you, almost crying, as it goes to swipe at you.
betrayed me!
Missing, and your turn. What do you do with this thing? It is right next to you.
Right next to me.
That's a good point.
Make a dexterity saving throw. Catapult my cane.
And it succeeds.
Dang it! Goodbye, cane.
So with a
Dang it.
quick, reflexive burst of magic, your cane flies, trying to smack it as it misses and clatters against the nearby building, barely missing a poor stall boy as he's carrying a box. Like, whoa! What in the... And I need you...
Don't
to
mind
make
me, I'm going to
a
use
cons-
that crap.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving.
Please fail. Oh, dang it.
That'll be a 13.
You
Ooh.
succeed as it belches...
Barely
uh,
succeed.
what's the word?
Bile?
Mud.
Oh. An unorthodox amount of mud at you that should not be coming from this tiny body. As it tries to cover you in this thick mud. You get out of the way.
Perfect.
Your turn. How do you face this mighty beast? This thing has surprisingly a lot of hit points.
Right. I think it has the most out of all of them.
Of course I picked that.
Yeah.
It just doesn't do a lot of damage. That's why it's so low on its challenge rating. It just has the most hit points.
Well, I will conjure a force ballista. How about that? Disadvantage on my attack roll. Oh, that doesn't matter. I almost got 2 natural 20s. That will be a 28 to hit.
You hit it, definitely.
This is like.
Okay, so it is pushed backwards. I think it's only 5 feet, but I don't remember exactly.
Right. Roll damage.
Yes, pushed backwards 5 feet.
I hope this thing explodes on you.
11 damage.
No, that's not enough.
Oh no. It screeches at you in pain as it's sent back 5 foot. And it's the mud thing's turn.
Let's see here. 5 feet away.
The creature looks at you and just gives another little wailing cry as a drop of mud falls from its eye. As it turns and tries to fly away. It's 25 feet away from you.
Gosh, dang it. I can't have it
Above the roof of a building next to you.
getting out of here. Sorry, I'll catapult my cane at it again.
So many mud buckets in this town.
Please say it. Okay, dang it.
Oh wait, no, that's the wrong die. Okay, you got lucky there. The cane shoots, blasts through the back of its head as it explodes into a small burst of sticky mud as it clamps onto the roof.
For the sake of Alan's
Oh!
conscience.
What was the other number?
The other number was
16. No, 11. First hit was
Yes,
11.
first was 11. This
Wait.
was a very sad 5.
Wait. Oh, I didn't take damage. Just 5 damage?
Yes.
Okay, no, it's still
I
alive.
was gonna say, I was like, I don't think that's.
My
gonna-
apologies, everyone. It is still
If it was a
alive.
decent hit, it would have. But I still also.
You clip its wing as it disperses and it reforms its wings.
I will
It
then use my
cries.
bonus action to hit it with a force blast attack.
Stop it.
That's a very loud ringtone.
That's not even a ringtone, it's
Okay,
an
so
advertising.
roll attack.
That'll be a 18 to
You
hit.
hit.
Uh,
I think it's safe to assume you hit every time. Damage. How bad
7.
are you killing this thing? Ooh.
Still alive!
You take out its bottom 2 legs as it starts to reform, but the legs are a lot smaller now.
It's still alive?
It's still alive!
I'm gonna start chasing it.
Russell, you've hit it 3 times!
I know.
As it cries and continues to fly higher into the air. Still within your sights, but it's getting a little bit difficult to hit. What do you do? Your cane is gone.
Well, I'm gonna start with the force ballista this time. It's still in range.
Magic missiles.
Okay, that's an easy 25
You
to
hit.
hit.
And I'm pretty sure it's dead.
Oh yes, good damage. Finally. That'll be 14.
It's dead. Just in the air.
1 second. 1 second. I gotta get over here to this one. Right back. And then I gotta come down here.
Oh yes, the kill count.
You run and you turn the corner as it just explodes by itself and bits of mud fall down.
Bink!
And some poor woman, as she's just grabbing her clean laundry, a large splat of just sticky, viscous mud lands on her sheets. Like, ah!
I'm going to use prestidigitation to quickly clean up the mess that I made.
Ryback is now caught up to Mr. Pipe
In kill count?
with kills.
Oh good. I will now also go and try and collect my cane.
Ryback's over there.
Somehow.
Summon, kill, summon, kill, summon, kill. Yeah, kill count.
Start summoning the ones with the least amount of health. So kill them quickly.
It takes a good 3 hours. You
Yeah.
do find some. You do find some poor bloke. You find a couple poor kids playing with your cane that just fell from the sky.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that back.
Oh look, mister, this is our cane. We found it, it fell.
Here, I'll give you each a copper.
Make it a silver.
Nice try. I'm pretty sure your father makes less than a copper. So
I'll have you know my father is the governor.
Right, there's 4 kids there.
that's okay. I will hand them each a copper.
Fine. And they run off with their newly earned earnings. You have your cane back, and life is good.
That is funny.
Well,
Okay. So, what do you guys want to do with today? Today's the 21st.
is this saying today is in the 3rd day, but I've spent fighting a method and
Now we've caught up to the future.
Okay.
Ring is done. You've got your stuff done. So you're inscribing with the frost method gems.
Yeah.
Okay. So So how many of them are you altering a day?
Well, I only have 4 of them, I think. 4 and 1 cracked.
Okay.
So, the cracked one.
So that'll be 4 spell slots to fix all of them.
that one is a ritual.
That one can be ritually cast.
Ah,
So
that's right.
ritual it doesn't count.
No spell slots lost. So
Just
what's
almost
the
takes
trigger
an
for
hour.
them? So they no longer go off every 6 seconds or so, whenever they can.
Can I use the... I have 1 cracked one. Can I use it as... use it as the death burst from the ice method. So I throw it
breaks
and
it.
it shatters and just.
That makes sense to me.
So I don't necessarily want that in my gauntlet if it's possible to shatter.
That would suck if you have like elemental gems on you and then it gets busted and it just death bursts all of the elemental methods in it. I mean, it would make sense, but you've got what, 5
My
I think-
mud methods?
You take a good. That cracked one
I think it
takes
would
you a
actually
good while to
break.
try to figure
They
out
would
how to
just
set
go
it up. You think you have it.
Unless
You think
that's
you
the
have it
trigger.
set. So if everything works the way you think it should,
Yeah, if that's the
you
trigger.
could potentially have a death burst when you break and throw, or when you throw and break this gem.
Okay.
You'll have to actually use it to test it. So put an asterisk next to that.
I have a chance of this working, or it could do worse. I don't know.
Indeed.
So is this a really large city?
Oh yes, double the size of Esmir.
Oh
That's
my.
That's that.
Double the size of the country.
Double the size of Roland's capital.
Goodness glaciers.
It's big. Right.
I can't remember. Is this one a port city or is this one also landlocked?
Landlocked.
Okay.
Bordering close to a forest within a couple miles by the mountain range. Okay. Just need to check something real quick.
I really should call that printing company.
Right.
They called me once. Said the biggest she thought the biggest print they can do is a 8x4.
It's still pretty big.
That is huge. That would leave 1 foot of wall. That's like a 9-foot wall.
Okay.
That could work.
I was thinking less than that though. I'm thinking more of a 6x3
Oh yeah, that's right.
because I don't need 8 foot of wall covered because then it would have to slide over there. Otherwise, you can't see this side of the map. I guess that side of the map is just water anyway.
Yeah. I mean, that would, cover like that much.
Yeah. A couple inches. If you had a sector.
You have an offer for your altered teleportation circle scroll at 1250.
Oh, easily done.
Easily done.
Unless I had a base, I had no use for it.
But even then, we had no idea what it would do.
Exactly.
Teleport
seemed-
us to that place.
It seemed like it would basically, like, shrink a distance. But I'm not willing to play around with it. So, I'll take the money.
Right. You now have 1250 more gold. You are, by your standards, rich.
1250 more. Just pull out a calculator.
I spend a couple hours walking around trying to find a decent stick that I can whittle down into small, little like toothpicks.
Are you all? Do you have the rest of your group with you? Or are you guys going with him, or are you going about your business?
It depends on what time of day he goes. I guess if it's the 4th day after we've all finished all of that, then yes, I will go with Mr. Pipe. Because I'm freaking
This is
bored.
after everyone's finished everything.
Okay.
Points with you all. She did come in and watch you do your tinkering a couple times. She didn't laugh. She didn't stay for more than an hour. She's
Yeah, boring.
1250.
Boring.
1827.
Yes. I will find something that I can whittle down into a bunch of little toothpicks. Like things.
Okay, dokie.
I also want to work on summoning magma methods.
You're going to
for
die.
the Legion. Why?
You're gonna need some superheated rock.
Some superheated rock?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
That's how the spell works.
being in the
Well-
forge is throw a rock in the forge.
Yes. That would work.
So I can do it.
Just a
while I'm in
hot
the forge.
rock. That's all you really need for that.
So
You're
I-
with them at this point.
Yes.
So you're looking around for a stick.
Pretty much. Just something that I can just like make kindling out of, pretty much, so that I can use prestidigitation to light it like it's a candle, and then I can use pyrotechnics to set it off.
Can't you do? Oh no, you can't do it on produce flame because it's magical fire.
It just has to be a flame that fits within 5 feet.
Oh, so you could do it with a bonfire.
I could do it with bonfire, but I don't need that. I need to make it look like I am lighting my pipe. And then fireworks go off!
Oh.
So you're just looking for a little splinter of wood?
Yeah, pretty much.
Couldn't you just do produce flame on your finger?
I could, but that's not as cool.
So you want matches?
Pretty much.
Oh, brother.
So going to the poorer section of town, you do find some old abandoned splintering up buildings that you can just take some wood from.
Perfect. Grab just a small chunk of wood and just like ding 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 with my knife.
Quite the excursion you've brought us on, Mr. Pipe.
Yes, but watch this. Is there any children around?
Couple in dirty rags.
Okay. Let me make sure this is the correct spell before Marlin gets on like, hey, what are you talking about? That's not how that works. Yes.
About
Prestidigitation.
5 children in dirty rags just kind of looking at you. They seem to be debating amongst themselves whether or not to go up to you guys or not.
I will pull out one of the little twigs, cast prestidigitation to light it on fire, and then pyrotechnics. As the ring glows, it just fireworks start shooting off.
Kids immediately give a small yelp of surprise and just hide behind a building. Look out, and a couple are sparkly-eyed at the fireworks. A little surprised and kind of scared at the sudden explosions in their faces.
Then I'll take another one. Are you guys ready to go? And I'll do prestidigitation, and then a 20-foot fog cloud, and I'll start running away.
Start moving.
Ah, crap!
With the fog cloud as your escape, you make your way out. And you are safe as sound can be.
I will exit the fog cloud like.
Alright, so you splitting up with him to go to the forge?
Yep.
Where are you going?
To do something stupid. You want to join me?
Do you have a gemstone you can put this into?
I have like 12.
He's got a lot
Are
of
they,
gemstones.
are they open?
None of them are occupied.
Okay.
They're elemental gemstones.
Because if they have elementals in them, then they
Do
occupy.
any of the gemstones I have elementals in them?
I think you sold all those.
I only had one that you confirmed had an elemental in it, and that was the 700.
Now, how many do you have labeled elemental gemstones?
All of them. 12 elemental gemstones, 2 elemental gemstones with an asterisk.
There's 2 of these special ones. None of those have elementals in them.
Right.
So just put them as gemstones, so we don't have confusion again. Okay.
Oh, it's P-Y.
Pyrotechnics.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you get to the forge. You have a decent rock you just picked up,
I just find it funny how you have
Cast
to go to
the
the
spell,
forge when
and a magma
I
method
can heat up
rises
anything.
from the forge.
And the forge owner freaks out and gets the fire extinguisher.
Just tiny, slow-moving drips of magma falling back into the forge as it looks at you and just tilts its head slowly. Just hovering over the forge as it's just looking at you and looking around at its surroundings.
This is not a good place to fight a fire method.
You gonna try to bind it?
Yes.
10 minutes go by. What is the save for this?
What's your DC?
What's your spell save DC?
It does take a second level spell slot to conjure it, by the way.
Does it?
Yes. Just so you know.
What is DC?
My spell save DC?
Yes.
Let's see. It's 15.
You succeed. You have now bound a magma method.
Yay! I have a magma method and a 50 gold piece.
Ravak, I've been wondering. Is there any way we could potentially take a boat up north? I'm sick and tired of walking. I've got a long trip back to Cimeris.
That could be arranged. I can't say we could get any easy travel on a sky ship, but if we go to the coast, I could
This is
fairly
all back
easily.
at the Forged Haven, right?
Yeah. I could fairly
Well, just
easily
walking
get us,
back to
well,
the
yeah.
Forge Haven after he had left.
fairly easily get us a ship up north.
That would be much appreciated. Ain't that right, Point? Sick and tired of walking. That's what I thought. Now, what are you rolling dice about?
Okay.
Okay, let me explain.
A shorter-looking man runs up to you guys in a panic. Like, I'm sorry to bother you. Do you know where I can find the Forged Haven? It's very important. Please, do you know where I can find it?
Yes, it's over there. Is there a particular reason you're looking for it?
Thank you, sir. I just need a little help. Runs off in the direction of the Forged Haven.
I got a natural one to help me, so don't expect me.
I'll keep walking towards Forge Haven.
Yes.
Maybe at a brisker pace now, just out of curiosity's sake.
So after I've gone the method, I'm going to head back to Forge Haven.
Right.
Have you learned your lessons?
Natural
Nope,
one.
nope. You're okay.
So you get to the Forged Haven. You see the short little gnome out of breath as he's asking for a room. He seems to be talking with someone on the desk. And he's pointing him up the stairs as he heads up there. In a bit of a panic, but still out of breath. He's tired.
I'll walk up the stairs.
I've dashed there at this point.
I will have my hand on my dagger.
He's knocking on your door, Redback.
Yes, what can I do for you?
Ah! Hey, you're from you're the one who... I'm sorry, I'm Levi Quickgear. You're the one who told me those spell scrolls for elementals, right?
Yes,
I need your help!
Idiot.
Did you use them?
I need your help, they've gone wild!
You're
Lead on.
I'm there with them at this point because I dashed back.
Oh my heck, that's
It takes a full... Let's see. It'll take you 21 minutes to do both of those if you use one as a ritual.
Okay, one moment.
We probably had quite the walk, going from the Amarast Guild area to a poor town.
So if I dashed, I'd make it anyway. I might make it just in time to see you guys leaving, but
Ooh.
He summoned Lizzie? What is that wolf's name again?
I don't remember.
So, good 30 minutes of walking as he's trying to speed you on, but he is dead tired. I started out very interesting. Tiny little vine things, elementals, and then they started to get bigger. Oh, they got a lot bigger. They got so big. and then they started tearing apart my lab, and now they're just doing who knows what in there. I can't get in.
I guess I should have put a warning on that scroll.
You think?
In my defense, I was selling it because I didn't want to use it.
Well, maybe you would have told that in the description. Oh,
I didn't write the
oh,
scrolls.
no.
In his defense, he didn't actually know what it does.
It's true, I just knew they were modified. Here, how about you can have this one, since no one's here to drink it.
Don't fist it.
He takes you into a building and pulls you up to his lab on the first floor. Like, okay, first, it's in here.
Oh, inside the
Are you
building.
sure it's still in there?
You can see some like vines starting to crawl out from underneath the door.
Is
And
there
they-
just one?
Good.
You-
Two.
There are. When I was last in there, there were 4 pretty tall ones and a couple of small ones.
Or, well, frick, this may suck a little bit.
Well, I will spend a spell slot really quick to create a potion. It's like,
What's the
There you go.
potion?
Boldness.
I will drink it and summon a force ballista.
And I will
Right.
prepare Bane for the first. Oh, I'll have to cast it at second level.
What kind of elemental is it?
These are the little vine elementals you guys fought in the Silverthorn Cavern ages ago.
Okay.
Now push open the door.
Door won't budge.
I'll force ballista the door. Stand back! No, I don't need 2 dice. I only need 1 dice.
Make an attack roll.
Okay, that will be a modded 20.
Okay. You hit, roll damage.
I'm not going to keep track of your door damage.
Okay. Sadly. A 12 damage. It does get knocked back 5 feet. I believe that's only if it's a creature, though. Sadly. I believe it does specify that. Someone want to check that for me?
I will.
My books are...
Buried.
Yes. I mean, they're in arm's reach. I just don't want to reach down for them.
If it is a creature.
Yes. Okay. Good to know. Should have learned knock.
I don't think it would have.
Probably
Okay, 1 second, I just need to finish typing all this down.
Dang it, that's concentration. Dang it, that's concentration. That's not. I use that.
Okay.
Nope, I would not have that.
So, with a rallying blast from your force blast, you blast out the lock on the door, and you push it. It starts to budge a little bit, and difficultly you open the door, find 8 vine blights staring at you, and 4 little twig things stopping in their work, building a waist-high green glowing crystal.
Already? Holy frick, they work fast. Do I get one of your gems? Your dice?
Roll initiative.
Should be nice to me today.
19.
You betrayed me earlier, but I will trust you. I shouldn't have trusted you.
I
23.
should have rolled that one.
Okay. Point. You're needed.
Point. Lead the way.
Okay.
Should we do a battle map real quick? If not this battle map, but like I guess I can use this.
Small one.
Yeah, I'll just grab a small one real quick.
This is.
How large of a room are we talking?
Hey, why don't you just give me the board and the marker, and I can draw it from back here.
Sounds bueno.
Okay. Now, could you do me a favor and figure out at least the party's initiative rolls
Okay.
while I'm working on making this map?
Yes, I'm probably going last. Anyone above a 20?
23.
Of course. Anyone above 15? Okay, anyone above... what have you got?
Oh, right.
5.
Oh, you go last. What did Point get?
Point got
10 plus whatever.
14.
I'm gonna make a wild guess and say that this is probably gonna be what it looks like. That's my guess.
They might be switched.
It doesn't matter. They're unmarked.
Okay.
We need these ones. And these ones. How many little ones did he say?
4 little ones.
And 4 big ones?
8 big ones in the room.
Holy frick! Okay.
Yeah, my bane's not gonna do much.
Change your plans.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys blast them all before I get to them.
Love to. I'm afraid there's a lot of flammables in this room.
No problem.
If I use burning hands, the building's going down in flames.
That's okay. I'll just use shatter.
No, you will not. We are all in the room. Or will be.
1 second.
Outside. You say your rooms are up there? Russ?
I believe you have to be able to see it.
You just have to be able to see the wall. Just shatter the wall.
Great, we're gonna bring down the structure.
Does a 20 by 20 room really need a battle map?
No, we just want to see where everything is.
I want to see where everything is so that I can.
Better formulate?
Yes. So I'm not hitting people. And it makes it better for viewers. In my mind.
Yes.
Really, all I need you to do is draw a square. There's like no room in there whatsoever.
It's a 20 by 20 room. Like I told you, does it warrant a battle map?
Where are they standing? I'm guessing the little ones are surrounding this thing.
Yeah, that's supposed to be green. Most of them are around the back. A couple are actually on the desk working with some of the materials there, making a small crystal farm.
I guess I could just put it in this one. Yeah.
And here's the rest of y'all. It's a tight space.
Don't worry, stand back here.
Plus your guys' friend with you.
What is the building made out of?
Ordinary stone.
Oh, it's stone?
Is it just this is the building?
Walls are made of stone, inner laying of wood.
I can work with that.
Right, so
Let me get the kill counts up.
Okay.
I was guessing their
what was the highest number?
21, I think.
Okay.
I was wrong. What was it? It was 21, right?
There is the initiative order.
I was right. I was. Oh, dang it. Oh, right. We should give our friend here a different color. Here we go. There. Now it's less confusing.
Yep. Divine Blights rolled a natural 20.
Brilliant. Oh my gosh.
Okay. This is gonna be fun. Right, so starting off. All of you make a strength saving throw.
Well, it's a good thing I
Had your strength armor.
put that strength armor
Oh
on, right?
my gosh, my dice hate me today.
That'll be a 16 for me.
Okay. Did anyone?
Did you add your D4?
Oh, 1 second. 4, 16, 17, 8, 19 for me.
Anyone get below 15?
Me.
What'd you get?
7.
Trick, what'd you get?
I got 11 plus 8 for my Armor.
Okay.
So 19 as well.
19.
Pipe, you and the gnome are restrained by a bunch of just grasping roots and plants that just move. They writhe across the ground from the room, and they just kind of grab along your legs and start curling up your body. You and your friend are now restrained.
Conveniently, you're in the back.
Yes.
Okay, next up. Trick, you're up.
And the last person.
Do you want to match their colors? I mean, you don't have to, but
You're making me do so much work here. No, I know what I have my system. I know what they're working with.
as long as you know what they are, that's all that matters.
Trick, what are you doing?
The camera really can't see it past the microphone anyways.
It's a 20-foot room.
Yes.
20 foot by 20 foot.
You are behind people.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter with Shatter.
Mm.
You should be able to hit all of them. Do it. Hit them all. Oh yeah, you can hit them all.
Good.
Center of the room.
We're... Hold on. Better. 3d8,
Mm-hmm.
10 feet radius,
They make a Constitution saving throw.
and they have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
Alright. Yeah. Shatter.
Shame they're made out of organic materials.
But it's still the 3d8.
Yeah, it is. It's just
Understood.
if they were like a stone elemental, it would be
Hey.
they would have disadvantage on their saving throws.
So
Right.
Just bunch them all together for the sake of time. And your save DC is 16?
No, his. Oh yes, his is 16.
Spell saving is 15.
Huh? It's 16.
It's 16?
Yes,
Oh,
because
okay.
it should be the same as mine.
So I need to
I
fix
believe.
that.
It is 16, yes.
So how do I fix that?
Okay. Okay, so you cast your spell and
Your
ring
attack.
sound
This should be 8.
fills the room. Oh, make your damage roll. They all failed.
They all failed?
They all failed. It's
So I
not a
need
good day for them.
3d8.
Roll 3d8. Let's see what you got.
7.
That dice.
12?
is
11,
nice.
12.
This set is.
Needs help.
Was that a 1 that it rolled?
Mhm.
That was a 1.
Yeah. It's betrayed. I rolled 2 4s for initiative with this d20.
Maybe I'll just do one more with my dice.
Would have been wise.
It would have been. Oh well. Too late. I'm down to level 2 spell slots right now.
Okay. All the little ones just give a wail and immediately die.
All 4?
All 4 of the little ones just straight up die.
Dang it!
Oh, man.
Dang it!
1, 2, 3, 4.
So in total, that's 12 damage to 14 opponents.
12 damage each.
That's a lot.
So I'm
Here,
gonna,
I'll
I'm
do
gonna
that.
make your job
That's
a little
one
easier
attack.
for you.
Times. Wait. Times what? 4? How many opponents?
There are
8
12.
plus 4 is 12.
That's one attack, and I can still do another attack with my character.
So 14 damage plus
no.
times
No,
That is your turn.
that's 144
I can do two
damage in total.
1 spell.
1 spell. That's yes. 1 spell.
One spell and 2 attacks.
No.
No. Just 1
You can
spell.
take
the same
so,
action.
So the attacks are if you take the attack action. You took the spell cast action.
Friendship.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
So how much damage was it? I normally don't do it this way.
60. What was it? 164.
144 points of
144.
damage across the entire board.
I don't normally count it that way, but that was a lot of damage, so I'll count it that way.
I just look in the
Gosh,
room,
dang it.
kill them all, and we leave.
Don't worry, I'll catch up here in a second. I should have done a If I had known the walls were stone, I would have done a fire. Yeah.
So,
Right.
Point's turn. Where is she?
She can squeeze past.
Squeeze past
Unless she wants
you
to cast a spell.
and engages this one right there.
Well, there goes my plans.
It doesn't.
She just wants to slash things.
Doesn't interrupt my.
She has
plans.
2 attacks, right?
It doesn't
Yeah.
interrupt my plans. I'll still use.
Okay, hit.
Make sure you give me the damage.
Working on it.
In fact, it helps because that's the only one I can't really hit.
Okay, 2 slices. She kills the first one, 14 damage in total.
She kills it.
She kills it. That one's dead.
Kill count for point.
She just doubled her kill count.
So sad. Trick's finally catching up.
Yeah.
It's okay. Watch this magic. Literally.
Natural ones.
No.
Right. Okay,
How much damage on the second attack?
it was 7 and 7. So
Oh.
in total 14 together.
Total 14. Got it.
Okay, so Vine Blight's turns again. As you get stop doing that. Hold still, you. Gang up on her, you gang up on her. He's coming up after you. These two. Those two are not moving.
Bring it on.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This does affect my plan.
6.
What the heck just
7.
happened?
There's 8 of them in the room.
Yeah.
I only killed one of them.
Died.
Oh.
You,
So they spread out.
Okay, so let's.
oh yeah, you killed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay.
So that's 2 attacks with advantage on point, and that was kind of sad. That was even sadder.
I need damage.
And the last one.
Well, that's if they hit.
Yes.
Right, everyone roll another strength save.
Even
Do
the
they-
restrained ones?
Do they try and attack?
Not the restrained ones.
Do they come close to hitting me at all? Nothing? Or are they all just ganging up on point?
One going after you failed spectacularly.
Ah.
2 going after point rolled a 3 and a 2 and a 2 and a 3.
Impressive. Okay, strength saving throw. Oh boy. Natural 1.
Oh.
20.
So you're safe. You're safe. No, you're not safe.
I was
You're
like,
restrained.
oh yes,
You're
I'm
safely restrained.
I'm so bad at this that I'm not restrained. I'm just prone.
And point is restrained as well.
It's okay, I don't need to move for this.
Right.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Point. I will heal you later.
Rebak, it's now your turn.
Oh, never mind. I can get it just right.
Okay. I am going to force ballista that guy.
Okay.
Within 5
Attack roll
feet.
with disadvantage.
Yes. But I add this, right?
Yep.
So 7, 8, 9, 18.
You hit.
Nice. Go push the boldness.
Oh, dang it. 9 damage. Yes, this potion of boldness has been nice.
You hit it. A large chunk of the vines and leaves holding it together blasts off as you blast practically its entire left arm off. Slowly, it starts to reform itself. Crashes into him.
Okay, I'm going to cast Burning Hands at 2nd level. That is a 15-foot cone.
Dex
I am
save.
10, 15.
avoiding. I'm going to sculpt it around point.
You will
So it
only
hits
be
all
able
of
to
them?
hit
Spider.
this row potentially.
5, 10,
So
15,
these 2 in the back are safe. Everything else.
You'll have to choose to either hit these 3 or miss that guy.
Yeah, I think I just.
Or that guy.
I think I just hit these 3.
Okay. So 3, 4. Go. Dex save.
Yes.
Fail. Roll damage.
We will just accumulate everything for this.
10, 14 damage.
14 times 3 is 28.
So 14 damage you rolled?
Yes.
32.
Okay.
Fire damage, if that changes anything.
You burn these 3 to a crisp. They are dead.
Dang
it, Russell!
Sorry. They're in
Pike, it is your turn.
They were in a good spot.
Okay.
And you're restrained.
I'm restrained. It won't matter. The veins light up on my arms as I quickly work a little bit of magic, and a 5-foot flaming sphere appears right there.
What spell is this?
Flaming sphere. In an unoccupied space of your choice, within range, lasts for the duration. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dexterity saving throw.
So, on their turn.
On their turn, will happen.
If they stay within 5 feet.
As a bonus action, you can move the sphere up to 30 feet and ram it into a creature.
You know what? I will just ram it into a creature. It's my bonus action since I'm sitting here. Just running into him. Just DAH!
Okay. Dexterity saving throw. Spell save DC?
It'll be 15.
Roll the die.
Yes, he's less intelligent.
Roll damage.
Nice. 2, 8, D6. Come on.
Oh! Almost max.
Dang, so we're looking at...
Wait, don't you add damage to that?
I add +4 to that.
So 15 damage.
And which one of these two are you hitting?
15? Yeah,
Okay.
that one.
15 damage?
Mm-hmm.
It is dead. You blast it into its chest. It's not thinking as it gives an unearthly screech as its vines just kind of decay and fall apart.
I moved the ball.
Okay.
This fight is a lot easier than last time.
Right. Now that we have second level spells.
Okay. Their turn. Taking care to avoid that.
That sucks.
Oh, poor point.
They'll probably all die. Doesn't point. Oh wait. Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Hit. Miss. Okay.
We're gonna collect another gem.
Right.
Okay, point takes 6 damage
Wow.
and is not restrained.
Wow.
As it just reaches up and just grabs her, tries to squeeze her like the normal human body. This would be normal, but it just kind of creaks into her body, and it bit of creaking metal. That's all you hear. It can't really do much towards it. She just. Weak. Trick, it is now your turn.
Yeah. Don't hit point.
Don't hit point. Should have. It'll be fine.
You're the only one of us that can move. Is that no? Point is restrained, isn't she?
Yeah.
She was restrained before, yeah.
You could firebolt that guy.
I could move. Can I like dodge in between people to get like right here?
Yes. It's just. It's
You should, yeah.
yeah.
It's difficult to rank.
Difficult to rank, but yeah. Yeah.
So
You have plenty of movement for it.
So I get
15, 20.
right here. And then
Then
Thunder Wave.
That will hit point.
I know it'll hit point, but she'll be alright.
Is it just 5?
It's a 15-foot
That'll
cube.
hit me.
That'll hit him.
That hits almost everybody.
Except me.
Well, can I come over here and do it then?
That still does the same people.
Yeah, it still hits everybody.
That'll hit everyone except Redback. Right? That'll hit point.
Wait,
That'll just hit point.
and these two.
So it'll hit everyone in this room, though.
No, it will not hit him. Oh, never mind, it will.
It will.
Okay. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Constitution saving throws, I'm pretty sure.
Constitution saving throws.
One second, Yep, it works. Constitution.
Sorry, boy.
What's the number to beat?
16. 16.
Like barely.
Right, roll damage.
Seven.
7. That's another 21 damage for
No,
Trick.
no, 28.
Technically.
Oh, how much?
7, 7, 7.
And point?
Point takes 3.
24 damage.
And these guys are pushed 10 feet if they fail.
I don't think. Well, they're up against the walls already.
Yeah.
They don't
They
move
don't
much.
move
They
anywhere.
don't move at all. Point's turn. Swing and a hit. And
Oh wait, point took 3 more damage.
Yes.
with 10 damage kills you.
10 more damage. And another kill count. She has tripled her kill count.
So
Right?
And another kill here.
How much damage for that?
That one was 9.
Impressive.
It is now Revak's turn.
Darn you.
Well, I'll try force ballisting over Point's shoulder.
She's 6 foot. How tall are you?
6 foot.
But his
Yeah.
cannon comes up over his shoulder.
Tippy toes, you get a decent, so roll with disadvantage.
Disadvantage, or do you want to just give him cover?
Oh,
Give him 3/4, that's 5.
Yep. Roll.
Sounds good. I can do that. Oh, easily do that.
What'd you get?
That'll be
You
29.
hit him. You hit him.
Did you get a 4 on there?
I got a 4 on this and a 16 on here, plus my 9. So
Roll damage.
Gosh.
Well, I guess it's only plus 8 for that. But, so 28, but I digress. 11 damage.
It is dead.
Dang it, Ruffle.
Again, you get a next expert shot on its head, and as it collapses, the slight green glow coming from the crystal dies out, and you do hear tiny little as the crystal starts to crack a bit.
Apparently, we have to keep these big ones alive for it to stay.
Greedy. Mend it. Mend it.
Don't know how much we can do, but I can sure try.
And with that last one dying, the lines restraining all of you just drop.
I will disperse my
Thank you.
flaming sphere.
Oh, that was a lot smoother than I thought it'd go.
Is that James talking?
Not our first rodeo with these.
just point at the guy. You're a dummy.
Pipe, if you would
Thank
like
you
to take care
for
of
taking
Point.
this much.
Yes. I will go up to Point and cast Cure Wounds. How much damage? That's 9. Nah, I'll just do first level. For a total of a lot.
You should keep a tab of how much you've healed also.
I should, but
That would require him going back through.
I would have to go back through everything. Ha! It's working.
What's working?
I was flashing on and off. You be dead.
Oh. And it's flashing.
Yeah.
Thank you for
That's
that,
a
but
lot of,
yeah, have to admit this is kind of a little your fault.
Oh no! Wait, that's 16 and all.
Maybe a little,
No,
but you could have read the
Yes.
spell first.
Of course I read this spell. Interesting nature elementals. Now that's an interesting study. But you could have listed somewhere that they'd go off on their own.
I didn't know that.
Did you read it or did you read it?
Like I said, I've never used the spell. I was getting rid of it because I didn't know what it did.
Now, just wonder what the heck this is. He just flicks the large crystal thing and, like a cartoon, it just shatters and falls apart to tiny
Well,
pieces.
that was an elemental gemstone that empowered elementals of the earth, but
I will get it. So I will start cleaning it put it in.
Yeah, put it in my bag of holding.
I'll
You
put
gotta
it
put
in
your-
my bag of holding. I will give it to them later.
Yours
to
still
mend.
has a fridge in it.
No, I pulled that out.
What did you?
Yes.
Just as a whole fridge in there.
Yep, that's sitting in our room.
Oh, okay.
you guys
I
have two
dropped
fridges in the room.
mine off
Right.
of the
To
thing on the.
hey, Chris, do you
boat.
mind help me clean up this mess?
Yes. Prestidigitation, 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 prestidigitation.
Does
Just
that make the
cleaning up.
vines go away?
No, but most of all the vines have
will-
caught on fire.
It'll get
Scorch
all the
marks
things
and the
burn.
ashes and all.
It'll clean up ashes and dirt and stuff.
Oh, my chemicals.
I'm sure they'll be fine. Or not.
I mean, technically they've all been electrically charged.
Electrically charged?
Because of my thunder.
Oh, okay.
That's just
That's-
a blast of
that's
sound.
sound
No
waves.
lightning in
Is
there.
it?
It's
Yeah.
just a blast of sound.
It would, if it was electric, it would be
Lightning,
lightning
damage.
damage.
Well, after about an hour, you have a large bundle, a large bag just full of vines, vines, and more vines.
These are good alchemical components.
These are just normal vines.
Oh, they're just normal
Not
vines?
silverthorn, just normal
Ah.
vines and plants.
Never mind then.
I think those. It depends. They take on the vinage of local plants.
Interesting.
Well,
You make your wines a bit better, but thank you all so much.
you're welcome.
I didn't know I was going to.
Thanks for the excitement.
Yes, I kind of needed that in my life.
Oh, excuse me.
With that, Rebek will turn and walk out like nothing ever happened.
So you guys go back home?
Yep.
Now, who did you sell that other spell to? We might need to go save their butts.
I don't remember the name. If he gets
Right.
lost in the middle of something, there's no way of us finding him, so.
You know.
Though I guess it would have been nice to know. Maybe if we made a portal from here to the coast.
It's roughly 6:30 in the evening now as you're all cleaned up from your excitement. You're going back to the tavern. You're going back to the Forged Haven. As you enter you enter the door. Marshall is sitting at the bar, getting a drink.
I would say my turn.
Expeditious retreat up the stairs.
Hello, Marshall.
Did you want
Ah,
to
just the group I wanted to see.
Ah.
Hmm.
just the person I didn't
You're the person I wanted to see too.
Grab your friends from upstairs.
in a-
Tell him he wants to meet with you all.
He's also the person I just wanted to see. I was dying to see him.
Of course he does. We will collect trim.
have I got any word from that lady yet? It's been like a week, and she
It's
said
I'm
been
okay.
like
sorry.
4 days.
I'm sorry, I forgot to say earlier. Yes, you did get some. You did get some word from her.
Which
If you're willing to, she's willing to take your as much aura alchemy as you're willing to give her. However, she did explain there were some risks with carrying a bunch of valuable metal. Up this high north, orichalcum prices skyrocket. They don't travel too far from the south.
I think he's also looking for words for mithril armor.
Yeah.
Time frame.
Mithril armor time frame, they're going to need another 5-6 days on that.
To have the armor done and ready.
That was about 4 days ago. So 2 more days and you should have some mithril armor.
I have given you back your 7/8 of an Aura Alchemy.
So any orichalcum you're willing to sell her, she will buy it from you. She'll buy it from you for about 1,000 gold piece per acre.
Instead of the 4,000 it's worth.
Yeah, high risk dealing with the stuff. That's what she's offering you.
How about I just sell it to her in smaller quantities, so that it's easier for her to get rid of, and I still get the same amount.
You haven't gotten a response from the runner about that one yet. Alright, so you all go off, you collect your companions, and that's where we'll end today's session.
Nice.
Thank you all for joining us for session 17 of ClockWork. Bit of a good portion of downtime, little combat to bring up some excitement, and going back to meet your old boss.
Yay.
Next time for see what happens in session 18. The music for today's session came from Adrian von Ziegler and Arcane Anthems, was it?
I think that's what it is.
Thank you both. They both do some pretty cool works with their music, and they have been kind enough to allow anyone use their music for free as long as they're credited. So thank you so much to the both of you, to both of them, and I hope you guys have a great night.